Hey everyone, and welcome to the Gym Explainer. A huge welcome to all of you listening in today. If you're a gym owner, an operator, a manager, maybe you're in sales, an entrepreneur, or a personal trainer, you are in exactly the right place.
And hey, right off the bat, for you folks out there looking to open a new gym, maybe acquire one, or you just need some working capital to really grow, listen up.
We can help you with funding options all the way up to $500,000. The best part? It's unsecured, and there are no restrictions on how you use it. Just check us out over at fmconsulting.net. Now today, we are diving into a white paper from the gym business expert Jim Thomas, and our goal is simple, to give you some real, actionable insights.
Okay, let's get right into it. We're talking about one of your biggest, and I mean most overlooked, fixed expenses, your commercial lease. We're going to show you how that one document, maybe it's just collecting dust in a file cabinet somewhere, could actually be a massive hidden liability.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll show you how your lease can literally leak profits. Then, we'll cover the big warning signs that you're overpaying. After that, you're going to get a 5-step playbook to take control, unlock hidden value, and finally, a crystal clear action plan to get you started.
All right, let's jump right into our first section, profit leaks. You know, most owners, they sign their lease and then just kind of forget about it. But that's a huge mistake that can quietly eat away at your bottom line year after year.
And as Jim Thomas says himself, this oversight leads to silent profit leaks that drain thousands of dollars each year. I mean, think about that for a second. That's your hard-earned money just slipping through the cracks because of some terms you agreed to years ago.
So what are these leaks exactly? Well, we're talking about those sneaky 2 to 4% annual rent increases that just keep compounding over time. Or how about triple net charges? That's where you're on the hook for the landlord's property taxes and insurance. Add in those unpredictable CAM fees and maybe paying for space you don't even use efficiently, and you can see how this stuff adds up fast.
So, how do you even know if this is happening to you? Let's get into the warning signs. Think of this next part as a quick health check for your lease.
All right, here it is, the magic number, 15%. This is the big one, folks. If your total occupancy cost, and that's your rent plus your CAM fees plus utilities, if that's more than 15% of your total revenue, you've got a major warning sign. Seriously, it's a critical benchmark for a healthy gym.
Beyond that 15% rule, here are some other key things to ask yourself. Has your local market changed? You know, are rents dropping or are vacancies popping up nearby? What about your own business? Maybe you're bursting at the seams, or you've shifted to a hybrid model and now you've got way too much space. Heck, even a change in your landlord's priorities can create a huge opportunity for you.
Okay, enough with the problems, right? Let's talk about solutions. This next section is your negotiation playbook. And look, this isn't about getting into a fight with your landlord. It's about being prepared, being smart, and being strategic. Here are the 5 key steps to a killer negotiation. First, you gather your data. Second, you know your leverage. Third, you ask for the right kinds of concessions. Fourth, you time your approach perfectly. And fifth, you bring in an expert. Don't worry, we're going to break down every single one.
Step 1 is all about doing your homework. Seriously, your landlord isn't going to lower your rent just because you feel like it's too high. They respond to one thing: data. You've got to come to that table armed with local market rent comparisons, occupancy rates in your area, and your own rent-to-revenue ratios. Facts are what build a powerful case.
Next up, you have to understand your own value. I mean, have you always paid your rent on time? Are you a long-term tenant? Does your gym drive a ton of foot traffic to the shopping center? These are not just feel-good points. They are tangible assets. Your history as a good, stable tenant, that's your leverage. Use it.
Now this slide, this is so important. It shows that negotiation is about way more than just the monthly rent check. Instead of a simple ask, look at the strategic asks on the right. You could request free rent for a slow season, or tenant improvement credits for renovations, or maybe caps on those unpredictable CAM fees. That's strategic thinking.
You know, timing is literally everything here. If you wait until the last minute, you are negotiating from a position of weakness, and they know it. The sweet spot is 12 to 18 months out. This gives you time to explore other options, which is your biggest piece of leverage. And it prevents you from signing a desperation renewal that only benefits the landlord.
And finally, step 5. Please, do not go it alone. A generic real estate broker might not get the unique economics of a gym, things like membership density or the high cost of build-outs. You need someone who speaks the language of the fitness industry, someone who can actually align your lease with your specific operational goals.
So what's the payoff for all this work? Well, When you do this right, your lease stops being a liability and it becomes a powerful asset. Let's look at exactly how you unlock that value.
Here's how it all comes together. Every single dollar you save on rent goes right to your cash flow. That's capital you can reinvest in marketing, new equipment, or your staff. A lower lease cost also increases your EBITDA, your earnings, which directly boosts your business's valuation if you ever decide to sell. It is a win-win-win.
Okay, so where do you go from here? We've covered the why and the how, so now let's talk about the what to do next. This final section provides a simple, clear roadmap for your immediate next steps. Look, it really boils down to these three things. First, go find your lease and actually read it. Pay attention to the rent, the annual escalations, and the renewal clauses. Second, do some basic research to benchmark your rent against the local market. And third, before you do anything else, call an expert. I really want to leave you with this powerful final thought from Jim Thomas. So often, owners think their only option is a costly and disruptive move. But the truth is, the better deal is often right where you are. You just need the right strategy.
So if any of this resonated with you today, take action. Don't let another month of overpayment just slide by. You can contact Jim Thomas directly at 214-629-7223 or shoot him an email at jthomas@fmconsulting.net.
And also, be sure to check out our sponsor, Jim Business Manager, for the absolute best gym software. You can check them out at gymbusinessmanager.com. Thanks so much for tuning in.